criminal charges against the 4 policemen involved sa killing ni Kian Los Santos. Ngayon yung libid, ano? Kaya tapos na. So siguro extensive ang coverage ng media doon. Anyway, the other issue we're going to tackle this morning, yung impeachment complaint ni former Congressman Jing against COMELEC Chairman Bautista na in-endorse na ng tatlong Congressman, Deputy Speaker Gwen Garcia, and Harry Roque ng
yun po ang totoo. And she has no business, in fact, denying the PAO or even accusing the Department of Justice, especially Secretary Aguirre, or niluluto or being biased in the investigation. Whether she likes it or not, that's the law. It's the Department of Justice that investigates crime. And so, huwag nating ipairal yung mga political motivation natin just because na may namatay sa war on drugs and it's the president is on top of this. Bibirahin mo yung mga functionaries ng gobyerno when in fact that is their duty. And she is in fact the one interfering the duty of the executive department who is empowered by law to handle these cases. Yun po ang masasabi ko.
If I may add, no? If she proceeds with this present course of action, hindi niya i-turn over, she may even be liable for obstruction of justice. And she should know better, being a senator at that. Dapat, huwag naman ganun. She's not giving the Senate a good image. Di ba? So, sana, she will reflect on this very carefully. Huwag naman i-politicize.
Yan makabenta ang Manila Times.
Watching the Senate hearing, the first hearing, what struck me most was the sight of Senator Bobot asking the 3 policemen and trying to make them admit that they killed Kian. I thought it was so comic. How is that? How would it become the role of the senator? Okay. Secondly, in other countries, the work of enforcing drug policy belongs to the Drug Administration Agency. In the US, that is the case. Now, dito sa atin, how did the enforcement of drug policy become the work of our police? That requires the Congress. That is something else. The work of the National Police is not the enforcement of drug policy. What order, what law authorized the National Police to be the one to take charge of drug enforcement?
Yes, sir. Totoo po yan. Ang nakikita ko po dito, Congress has already enacted a legislation which created the Philippine Drug Enforcement Board. And it's implementing arm, the Philippine Drug Enforcement Authority, the PDEA. However, medyo, alam mo, hindi po binigyan ng tamang suporta itong PDEA. Walang masyadong budget. Kaya at the end of the day, dinideputize yung police. Doon po nagkakaroon ng kasi ang daming scalawags dyan sa mga PNP. If the PDEA means well, they want to enforce, pero their hands are tied because yung mga inuutusan na nag-enforce are either incompetent or in cahoots with the drug lords or the drug dealers and pushers. Kaya po, sabi nga ni General Bato, in fairness, ang dami na niyang mga pinagtatanggal. But, may due process din po kasi. So, yun po ang kakulangan ng ating this has always been the problem in the past, even when I was member of Congress, na we keep on passing laws, but at the end of the day, they become white elephant kasi walang pondo eh. Hindi, moro-moro lang yung pag-propose natin ng legislation, kunyari dadaan sa Committee on Appropriation, but at the end of the day, pag napirmahan na, wala naman talagang appropriation yan, yung mga batas na ngayon. Even important pieces of legislation.
May I just contribute to the discussion? Whether there is legal basis for the police to intervene in the enforcement of drug policy, there is one basic and more important issue, the issue of doctrine. Ano ba ang trabaho ng police as against yung trabaho ng militar? No? Ang doktrina ng police is to solve crime, produce the evidence and the case against the criminal, and then go to court and make sure that the criminal is convicted. The military, ang doktrina ng militar is to search and destroy. Ngayon, na nangyayari, naging search and destroy yung police. I think that is the thing that must be reviewed by the Congress. The more important question. Ngayon, yung Congressman Paras yung sinasabi yung laws without appropriation. If my recollection is correct, if you pass a law that is not covered by appropriation under the General Appropriations Act, you have to provide the source of revenue before that law can be approved by Congress. Eh ngayon, hindi na wala na eh. Bahala na yung chairman ng APRO and finance maghanap ng pera after the law is passed. So, nagpapapogi tayo, I have a law that grants so much privileges to the poor, pero walang pera. Bahala na kayo maghanap. I think this also is a principle and practice na dapat pag-aralan ng Senado muli ng the entire Congress. Because all appropriations emanate from the House. Yun lang po. We want to be constructive this morning. That's why we are proposing all these points.
Okay, siguro let's leave this issue for a while and we'll entertain questions later on the case of Kian de los Santos. Let's go to yung impeachment complaint filed by these two gentlemen here and endorsed na ng tatlong members of Congress. Ano yung bagong developments ito?
Well, I'm the complainant in this impeachment case together with Atty. Topacio. Our counsel, whom I asked to help us, is Atty. Manolito Luna. Now, there's a new development, although kasi ang importante kasi sa one of the rules in the impeachment in the House is that it must be a verified complaint. So therefore, the documents that we are attached are really documents that are authentic, like certified true copy. And I have read it myself and understood what this document contains. So I should have the personal knowledge. And it's just fortunate that recently, right after we filed the impeachment complaint, Secretary Aguirre, since we have already wrote the NBI, and we ourselves and Attorney Luna went there, nagpahabol siya ng dokumento, which is the original affidavit of Patricia. And this is very, very revealing, no? Kasi I was able to read thoroughly the nandito po yung signature niya, original signature, kulay blue pa nga yung ballpen, hindi kung Xerox siya, hindi blue ang lalabas, no? So this is the original, and we thank the Department of Justice to the Secretary Aguirre for helping us, no? Kasi siguro si Secretary rin ay nayayanig din siya sa mind-boggling na siguro nabasa rin niya ito at napakatakot-takot na kayamanan ang nakalap nitong si Chairman of the Commission on Election. Oo. And can you imagine, ang dami-daming bangko na nagbibigay, kung presuming legitimate yung kanyang pera, no? Bakit pa doon sa maliit na rural bank, sabi pa nga sa komentaryo nung ni Alex Magno, paano naman kikita ng gusto yung pera mo kung wala mga universal banking system yung Luzon Development Bank. Pangalawa po, siguro we will raise this issue also kasi nakalagay po dito sa revelation ni Patricia na hindi lang sa Smartmatic siya kumukuha ng komisyon. May referral fee siya as early as when he was still a chairman of PCGG, galing sa Baseco. And if you remember, if you know, mayroon pong kaso na pinail si Colonel Maligali. According to Colonel Maligali, when Andy Bautista was appointed PCGG, he took over Baseco Gestapo-like. Parang kinumandir niya yung Baseco and converted the shares in their favor. So pinahilan po ni anong pangalan nito, ni Colonel Maligali, but this was dismissed immediately by Carpio Morales. Magkaibigan itong dalawa. And the Deputy Ombudsman for Luzon was the former PCGG commissioner yata, kaibigan ni Bautista. Kaya nga po, our trust here in this impeachment complaint is really mabigat kasi malaking tao, very influential ang sinampahan namin ng impeachment case. But yung complaint namin.
Can you elaborate more on that Baseco case? Katagal mga pero hindi masyadong suminaw sa media.
Well, si Colonel Maligali was the head of that. I think he was appointed as or he was elected as I think president or chairman of the board. Si Atty. Luna, nabasa niya yung complaint ni he will share that information later. Pero ang point natin dito ay habang nililitis pa ng or it's about to convene the Department of the Committee on Justice, mukhang ang ating butihing chairman ay is already rallying the employees of the COMELEC. Parang pinapalabas niya na talagang he is well supported by the COMELEC as a good chairman. But I just address this to the officials and employees of the COMELEC. I would advise them. Ito kasing affidavit ni Patricia Bautista is already in the internet. Sana po kayong mga empleyado ng COMELEC, baka pwede po ninyong basahin. Kasi baka hindi po ninyo nabasa ito. At doon po ninyo malalaman kung anong klaseng chairman mayroon kayo.
Anong sample?
Kasi the most saucy, the most tasty.
Dito sa kuan po, ito po,
What details your mind?
ito po sa affidavit, sabi ni Patricia, dito sa Luzon Development Bank, mayroon siyang maraming accounts. Ito, isang account, mayroon siyang 6,431,000. Dito sa isang account, mayroon siyang 7,425,000. Dito, 15 million. Dito, 6 million. So, ito siguro mga... Wait a total of 30 accounts.
30 accounts.
Ikaw ba, is it normal or common for you in one bank, mag-open ka ng 30 accounts under your name? In one bank. Maliban pa doon, ang total po nito, 227 million. 227,701,053. Kung dito pa lang, lampas na doon sa diniklara niya na salin. Nadagdagan pa po ito ng 5 accounts. 35 po. 35 ito. 35 accounts. Pero dito sa 5, naghalaga na ng ang kanyang deposito, 101,519,000. Maliban pa dyan, may mga iba pa siyang accounts. RCBC account, $12,778 US dollars. Tapos mayroong maliit na... Pero ito, sa Hong Kong Bank, this is an international. Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. Mayroon siyang 948,358
Hong Kong dollars.
na Hong Kong dollars. So lampas-lampas na po ito. Sa 176. So, ito po ay hindi namin sinasabing 100% totoo kasi puprobahan pa natin ito. Pero base naman, tayo naman maski kaano natin ka-hate or kalaban yung basis natin, hindi naman siguro talaga a woman na 17 years mong kasama gagawa ng dokumento para lang because unang-una, if you hate the husband, you also hate your children.
What would be the reason?
You hate your wife, you hate your children.
Well, hindi na po tayo, alam mo Ariel, I was saying that the domestic quarrel is just incidental na nalaman natin to. What is important there is that there is a revelation, there is so much possession of assets, and it's public interest.
Tinanong kayo kasi,
Public interest po ito.
baka may iba pang issues of public interest na nag-trigger nun, na hindi lang natin alam.
Okay, Ariel, para yung ano mo, imagination mo masagot. Patricia, I think, fears for her life.
Yeah.
Hindi niyo na ba napansin na nung nakita niyo ito sa drawers, natakot siya. Oh my God, anong gagawin ko dito? We are in this house, which is a common property, family, conjugal home. Nagkalat ang mga ganitong mga dokumento. Siyempre, di ba, estranged na sila. Di ba, Ariel? If you're estranged, you have also to protect yourself. Tama? Because ikaw, katulad mo, may asawa ka, at may tinatago ka, asawa mo, na-discover, at matagal na kayong estranged, siyempre isipin mo, baka kasama ako sa kulungan.
Tama.
So, she fears for her life, kaya humingi ng protection yan. Okay? She is now a witness of this crime. Kaya, yes, mag-asawa kayo, pero kung ang asawa mo ay natatakot sa puwitan, magkano lang naman kayo sa isang riding in tandem?
Hindi siya pwede kasi mag-asawa.
Simple lang yan. Bigyan mo ng 10,000 pesos, ang dami na nag-aano yan. Ganun po yan. Okay, Ariel? I think I hope it answers well. She fears for her life. Ako ay inaano ko doon sa witness ay possible victim. I'm bringing this up to you.
So yung paglalabas ng Patricia niya, isang out of self-defense.
Yes, definitely. Kaya nga diba, sabi niya, kasi syempre may property siya, i-claim nito. Di ba sa property ng mag-asawa, half-half? Hindi. Strange na naman sila. Ang inaano na yun yung mga bata.
May dadagdag din ako, which is related. Dito mismo sa kanyang affidavit, sinasabi po niya that there were in the process of settlement. Pero nung una, ang presumption niya ay legitimate yung pera. So, kaya nahirapan siyang taasan kasi akala niya wala talagang kapasidad si Chairman Bautista. Pero nung nakita na ito, sabi nga ni Dante, natakot siya. Kasi, isa pa, ayaw niyang, kung magkaroon man ng final settlement, gusto niyang, yung nakuha niya, walang taint of corruption or immorality. So, kung yung ma-share niya, if ever there will be a final settlement, dapat yung galing sa legitimate income. Nung nakita niya ito, sabi niya, paano ngayon? This has to be proven that these are ill-gotten first para kung magkaroon man ng determination, yung matira na legitimate, doon lang ako makikishare bilang asawa. So yun din ang isa. Pangatlo, ayaw rin niya na tumanggap na bubuhayin niya yung kanyang mga anak sa nakaw na yaman. Yun din ang concern niya, na her children will be nurtured, will be living in luxury, but it is through means that are questionable.
Meron din akong question, yung legal aspect. May nagsasabi na a spouse cannot...
I'll answer that. Okay, I'll answer that. Now, remember, ako muna partner. Remember, no less than Chairman Bautista has admitted na strain ang relation nila since 2013. It came from his mouth. Walang nagsabi sa kanya, sabihin niya yun. I saw the video. Sabi niya 2013, more or less, wala na kami. Matagal na. For several years. So the relationship has been so strained that he even uses the term estranged wife. Di ba? That is an admission under the rules of evidence. Now, in the case of Alvarez versus Ramirez, wherein the husband of a estranged wife was sued criminally for arson committed against the sister of the wife, not against the wife. The Supreme Court created an exception to the marital privilege rule. Sabi ng Korte Suprema, if the relationship has become so strained that there is no more spousal or family harmony that has to be protected, and the state is no longer interested if that is the situation, the spouse may testify against the other. Ito po yung magiging pivotal issue kung sakali sa House Committee on Justice. Because I've been hearing the good Congressman Fradejas. He has been warning na baka hindi pwedeng i-present si Patricia or hindi pwedeng i-prove ng mga complainants, namely Congressman Paras and Atty. Topacio, yung kanilang allegation respecting ill-gotten wealth dahil nga sa marital privilege rule. I beg to disagree. There is an exception. And remember, dito, ang allegation ni Congressman Paras among others, hindi naman yung na meron siyang alam doon sa bank accounts or sa account deposits. Ang sinasabi ni Congressman Palas, meron akong alam sa revelation. So he has personal knowledge of the revelation of Patricia. That is another issue. Iba yung sinasabi ni Congressman Pareñas. That's why Patricia is a witness and can be presented before Congress for purposes of proving the allegation against Bautista of ill-gotten wealth.
In addition to that, that's an exception, ruling of the Supreme Court. But remember, this is not an ordinary case. Alam mo, ang exception is this is an impeachment case. If you remember, yung kay Chief Justice Corona, even bank accounts, like what they did in the Senate, tinatanong nila yung Luzon Development Bank. Ayaw, tikong bibig. Kasi ordinary, but in an impeachment case, which is a constitutional processes, walang limit ito. The impeachment court or the Committee on Justice may subpoena documents or may even call witnesses. Even when there is prohibition in law, impeachment is beyond that. It cannot be prohibited. If Patricia will be called by the Committee on Justice to testify, pwede po yun na magawa because this is a constitutional process which is beyond all provisions of law. Yun po masasabi ko dyan.
Ito ang ni Manny.
Yes.
Anything above the declared 176 million sa sabi ni Chairman Bautista, hindi po ba ito prima facie evidence against him?
Actually, hindi naman kami nagdedepende talaga sa testimony ni Patricia, to be frank about it. Kasi kami ni Congressman Paras, we have examined the salary of Chairman Bautista. At first glance, nakakashock na the entries cannot be supported by his lawful income, salary, as Chairman of COMELEC. Mababa lang kasi yung salary grade.
May understanding.
No? Yes.
May understanding the supreme objective of an impeachment complaint is the removal of the official from the office.
Yes, yes.
Aren't you afraid that he will resign? Because if he resigns, what happens now to the many aspects of the case? For instance, I'm very interested in what happened to his stewardship of the elections. Kapag mag-resign yan, tapos na sa the hidden wealth. There will have to be cases filed.
Sir, ganito po kasi yan. Since impeachment is a political exercise, he will be removed. But that is only the first step towards prosecuting him for criminal offenses. Because right now, since he is immune and can only be removed by impeachment, no ordinary cases, criminal or administrative, can be filed against him while he is holding office. So, once he is removed, he is no longer immune from suit. So, the agencies of government, like right now, the Bureau of Internal Revenue has already been investigating if he indeed paid his taxes. While he is claiming to have so much property, it is presumed that he has income. Did he pay his taxes when he is declaring that much income plus ito pang ni-reveal ni Patricia? So the BIR will run after him once he is no longer chairman.
How about the conduct of the elections in 2016?
Well, that can also be raised
That will be another case.
because actually, sir, there is an existing case. One of our grounds is, if you recall, the camp of Bongbong Marcos has raised this issue. There was this tweet of the script which they raised an issue na pagkatapos nung ginalaw ng Marlon Garcia of Smartmatic supported by COMELEC technicians, biglang bumulusok na yung victory ni yung boto ni Lenny over Bongbong. And si Congressman Jonathan de la Cruz has filed a case in the Department of Justice. Originally, this was dismissed, but he made an appeal to the petition for review with the Department of Justice. It was reversed, and there is a probable cause against Marlon Garcia and the COMELEC. So ito po, this can be a leading case towards there is a possible cheating in the last election, coupled with the fact that there is a revelation by Patricia that through the Divina Law Office, can you imagine, if you cannot do it directly, you can do it indirectly by corrupt and corrupt possibility. So ginawa po dito, ang take ko po dito, kung hindi niya makuha directly sa Smartmatic yung komisyon, pinadaan po niya sa law office. Kunyari, you depend this Smartmatic, ikaw ang abogado. Pero pag nagbayad sa iyo, bayaran mo ako ng komisyon. Or he calls this referral fee. And he admitted this po. So, there is that possibility. But kami, kung hanggang impeachment lang kami, now the onus is now on the part of government to really go forward on this. O go all out. Kasi po, katangi-tangi na lang yung kung COMELEC is the bastion of our democracy. Kung nagkakalutuan dyan, wala namang tunay na demokrasya talaga tayo sa ating bansa.
Sino
Yes.
so far ang nag-endorse na congressman?
Well, when we filed it, it was initially endorsed by Attorney Harry Roque, Deputy Speaker Gwendolyn Garcia, and member ng Commission on Appointment na si Abraham Tolentino of Tagaytay. Pero there are no more saying, like yesterday, I had a chance to talk with the minority leader, Congressman Manny. He said that there is an inclination for the entire minority to support the impeachment.
When do you expect gugulong?
Well, I understand from Attorney Luna na rinig niya na in-endorse na ni Speaker to the Committee on Justice. I hope kasi wala namang ibang obstacle na is for the of the Committee on Justice to conduct a hearing already. No? Una po dito is to determine form. Then after that, substance. Tapos, we will prove our case already.
Can we apply here the circumstantial evidence? In this case, we can apply this.
Alam mo po, ito po pre for all kasi political, kung anong perception ng mga congressmen na nagkasala ka, pag nagbotohan, kung lamang yung botohan, yun po ang panalo.
Congressman Pras, naniniwala ba kayo na yung naging agam-agam ng seleksyon at nabiglaan ng ating sambayan ng Pilipino, nabigla sa napapikit lang dumami lang gusto yung boto kay Dante, natalo si Marcos at Atty. Sabihin, minsan ba itong natutupad sa ngayon na patunayan natin na anumang masamang gawain ay lumalabas ang baho? Itong baho ito sa pamagitan ng kanyang asawa, sumingaw. Ang singaw sa asawa niya, kayong mga abogado nakakaintindi para sa bayan ng Pilipino, nagsimula kayo pag-complain. So ako pinaniniwala, sa pagbukas ng kaso niyan, sasagutin yung katanungan, bakit nagkaganon ang laso?
Tama po kayo. Itong mayroong kasabihan, it open a can of worms.
Wala, hindi natin gusto yan. Bigla na sumigaw.
So, at saka mabubulat-lat po lahat.
Box of arms.
Ha?
Hindi ka na po, box of arms.
Nagkaroon ng dahilan para buksan. May kaugnayan.
There's no control here Kung anong the control is now with members of Congress. Kung anong nakikita nilang ipapasumpina nila, everything would be made available because there is no prohibition in an impeachment proceeding.
Update. I was informed, although unofficially, that in 2 weeks' time, the Committee on Justice will be processing or considering the impeachment complaint that was filed and endorsed by 3 congressmen of the House. So we are happy that Congress has stepped up and will be doing its constitutional duty. Hindi po ito ordinary na trabaho. This is delicate and it involves the exercise of a constitutional duty. Kaya I don't believe that there will be problems sa Committee on Justice. If the committee thinks that there is more than sufficient basis to go after Bautista, and since the process is sui generis, it's political and at the same time legal, and the congressmen are only accountable to their own conscience, mapupunta din talaga ito sa Senate, sitting as an impeachment court. That is my prediction. Fearless forecast pa naman. Pero I'm not preempting the House Committee on Justice. Given the circumstances and the call of the public, kahit mag-survey po tayo ngayon, talong-talo si Chairman Bautista, the people really want to know the truth behind all these shenanigans. At I don't think so the true representatives of our people will ignore the greater public interest involved. This is not just a marital spot. This is imbued with public interest. Kaya si Congressman Paras has really stood for this. Hindi ito personal. When we talk about it, he really explained to me the need, the urgency of going after Bautista, not for his own honor, not for his own aggrandizement, but for the greater good of the Filipino people. Kasi kung hindi po kami gagalaw, we'll be guilty of an act of omission. Diba? Sin of omission ang term ni Dante dyan eh. We will be wavering. And then the people will ask later, bakit naman pinabayaan yung ganong klaseng kabalustugan na to proceed? Hindi nyo na kami naisip. So, it's public interest more than anything else. At sana hindi mag-resign si Chairman Bautista para malaman talaga natin yung katotohanan eh. Sana hindi siya mag-resign.
May pabula ako.
Okay.
Nasa inyo ba yung latigo? Reflection ng kaisipan ng tao.
With due respect, well, this is just my own interpretation kung kanino papunta yung latigo. Ako, thinking ko baka in-intend niya yung kay Ping Guanzon, kaya lang hindi tinanggap. And before I give it to ito lang po masasabi ko po. There is a pending investigation. I'd like to let the columnists hear this now. There's a pending investigation by the Senate. But remember, the senators are judges. If they go deeper into this, they might create prejudice or bias such that it will arm Andy Bautista with the right to raise an issue of inhibition. Now, kung 10 o 12 yung nag-participate, kung pinang-inhibit niya, wala nang boboto dyan sa impeachment na yan. So, well, I hope the senators who are now conducting this hearing, this is my own perception, sana, if they really want to be clean, impartial, then they should lay off with the existing or pending investigation na yun. Total, at the end of the day, darating din naman sa kanila yan, and this time they will be more effective because there is no limit in their subpoena, kagaya nung nangyari doon sa kanilang hearing. Di kumbibig yung Luzon Development Bank na representative. Whereas in an impeachment proceeding where they are judges, they can now compel that guy to produce documents, to say this piece, and everything. So yun lang po masasabi ko. I hope they're listening and let their wisdom, overcome them.
Kung Jing, yung kwento ng natin, wala ba yan sa affidavit?
Ano po?
Yung pinatanong ni Ariel, yung kwento ng natin, wala ba yan sa affidavit?
Latigo.
Latigo.
Yung natin, wala ba dyan?
Oh, okay. We have a time constraint, ano? It's 11:35. We'll give Atty. Malyari a chance to
Yes, yes.
give a short, very short comment on the.
Sabi ko, I'll be giving a short comment, but it is very relevant to the subject we are discussing this morning. Alam niyo po, member ako sa Kapihan sa club, sa Club Filipino. Kasama namin din doon si Atty. Lourdes Kapunan. Siya po ang abogada ni Mrs. Bautista.
Patricia.
Sabi niya, nung madiscover raw ni Mrs. Bautista na napakaraming kwartang nakatago si Chairman Bautista because of the presentation by Patricia of the different documents he discovered from the condominium unit where Chairman Bautista is residing. Sinabi niya, in-advise niya ang kanyang client, okay, you do it. You get only your share from these conjugal properties because under the law, ang mag-asawa po, pag hindi sila hiwalay, the property is conjugal. Lahat ng makakakuha during the existence of the marriage is conjugal in nature. They have to share it in equal proportion, 1/2. So, sabi ni, ang advice niya, o sige, i-expose mo na lahat. And then get what is your share from the properties legally acquired. And then, never mind the other properties or monies na nakuha in an illegal manner. Yun po lang ang itinagtag ko dito sa discussion nito because it's very, very relevant. And it comes from a lawyer of Patricia herself. Salamat po.
Question ako kay Dante.
Okay, sige. Last question na. We have to wind this up.
Does the lack of the Secretary of Department of Local Government and the non-functioning unity of this commission, how does this affect the management of our police system and the abuses? Everything is in the hands of De La Rosa at this point. Wala tayong Interior Secretary.
Tama ka doon, you have a point there. I think the President should now look for a permanent secretary of DILG. Importante ito, tama yan, saka sinapol ko, para hindi lang OIC. Because it's very important to oversee the conduct of affairs of the PNP and other bureaus under the department. We have a point there. Maapektuhan talaga sa, siyempre, yung authority, yung over the bureau heads.
At ang malaki ang roll down ng police.
Okay. Let me just sabihin ko about itong nangyari po niya sa bibig ni Kian. Kasi nag-report po yung aming volunteer si Annie Teresa. Tumawag lang yun kanina. At nagalit ako dahil nasiyak ako. Sinalay daw yung inanos ni Father Robert Reyes. Yung aming volunteer ko na may dala ng tarpaulin dun sa pag-march din kay Kian de Los Santos. Let me address to Father Robert Reyes. Magkasama tayo sa mga ganitong kausa, itong advokasya para sa justice. Pero please, don't ever do that again. Tinaboy mo ang aming mga volunteers doon sa marcha. Kami po ay kakampi ng mga pamilya ni Kian. Wala kang authority para tabuin mo etong amin po mga volunteers doon. Hindi mo palamon yan, Father Reyes. I warn you. Please, masakit sa loob ko ang report na ganito. Papablatter namin ito. And we will ask our lawyers to study ano ang pwede namin gawin. Pinahiya mo. Umiyak yung aking isang volunteer doon. Father Robert Reyes, please conduct yourself properly. You are a spiritual leader. Running priest ka. Pero never control everybody who are sympathizing with the family. That is very bad. Very bad. Bad example. I dare you, come to me, mag-usap tayong dalawa. Pero gaganunin mo mag-volunteers ko, God damn it. I'm sorry, I have to, bago tayo mag-wind up, because eto, nag-report na naman sa akin. Talagang na, ano na yung mga volunteers ko doon, mahaba ang marcha. Pero please, Father Robert, behave! Hindi mo pinapakain yan. You don't have the right, nor the authority to control that situation there. Welcome po yan. Winelcome yan nila ng mga pamilya. Sandy at saka si Lorenzo. Pero for you to be controlling everybody there, you don't have the right. Please, behave properly. Okay?
What's
Okay.
question tungkol kay CJ Sereno? May salin na po pa kayo? May kayo masalin?
Si Sereno o yung kay Bautista?
Kay Sereno? Kasama rin kayo sa
Salin eh. Sila ang magkakala.
Hindi po sakop ng complaint ni Dante Jimenez at ni Atty. Elio Malyari yung SALN ni
Lawyers, na hindi na magpo-prosper to. We don't have any personal knowledge sa mga... binigay nga sa amin po ng Supreme Court, 14-0 yung request namin for documents. With open arms yun. Ngayon, si Atty. Gadon, ganun din, na-receive din. I mean, personal knowledge. Hindi mo kailangan na kaya, di ba? Kailangan mo dito yung tiwala. Pinagkatiwalaan po kami ng 14 justices. Now, let the merit speak for itself. The merit of the complaint speak for itself po. Kaya, people are asking me, reporters are asking me, may endorser na po. Ayoko na po magsalita dahil yan po ay tinable na ngayon sa House, sa Committee on Justice para mag-deliberate na. And I think all of this, kay Larry Gadon, i-consolidate. And I think this is the time now to force Justice Sereno to think of resigning. Yan ang nakikita ko dyan. Because definitely, you have maligned your fellow justices, Justice Sereno. Binaliwala mo po sila. You are representing a collegial body. You are not a dictator. Hindi po ganun. In the first place, ayoko maging personal dito. Saan ka ba galing? I've not seen you before sa mga trials.
In your view, this
Prosecutor?
satisfies the requirement for a verified complaint.
Yes.
I see.
That satisfies everything already.
The fact that 14 justices
Yes.
endorse it.
Otherwise, sana, wala. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
So they are the ones.
Last question.
Kay Sir Dante. Sir, may reports kami na po, could you want to confirm na are you contemplating na magsampa ng kaso laban kay Senator Ontiveros?
Pinapablatter ko ngayon. Hindi, kay Fradejas Robert.
Kay Ontiveros po, dahil ko obstruction of justice.
Well, in kay Ontiveros, we're gathering still some mga informations, blah, blah, blah. We'll wait for that. Kasi, yung kanyang mga witnesses, gusto niya, itago niya na yun eh. May mga witnesses pa kami iba eh. Pero, is that the work of the legislator? Yan, yun nga sa tanong ni former Senator Tatan, di ba? Ang ganda po ng tanong ni Senator Tatan. What is the job of a lawmaker? Anong trabaho ng lawmaker? Come up with laws, proposals. Pero ikaw magtatago ka ng mga witnesses, I-turn over mo yun sa appropriate agencies. Wala ka nagtiwala kasi sa mga agencies na dahil mga Duterte yan. Anak ng Senator Hontiveros, please, exact. Alihin mo sarili mo dahil you're getting out of your hand. Nagbabounce, wala na eh. Nawawala na kayo ng po. Napupoliticize na masyado itong kaso. That's why inulit ko kanina sa opening ko, let us not politicize this criminal case. Ganito po nangyayari kaya nabababoy. Ano what we're doing now po, and I told the parents, Sandy and Lorenza, don't worry, andyan kami. Tuwang-tuwa po sila. Kaya alam nila, binigyan, nung kahapon, humingi sila ng protection, dahil dami ng Lourdes. Okay, WPP, hindi din security. Okay? And I think we have to further strengthen that. Dapat medyo i-assign na, i-detail na. Hindi lang yung dahil sa libing. Hindi, dapat extend natin. We will prepare the appropriate request. Thank you.
Okay, on that note, we have to wind up this edition of our this forum. We'd like to thank our guests, Mr. Dante, Jimenez, Congressman Paras, and Atty. Lourdes for coming. Thank you. We'll see you next Saturday.
Thank you.